हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू आवर न्यू चैनल स्टेनो वाले सर। मैं आपको डिक्टेशन प्रोवाइड करने जा रहा हूँ। बी रेडी फॉर इट। स्टार्ट। सर, कंसर्न हैज़ बीन वॉइस्ड इन द रिपोर्ट ऑन द थ्रेट फ्रॉम द सी, that is the Indian Ocean. It is so obvious that old colonial countries and those who have a little hand over that outlook have not forgotten the showing of the flag through the old gun boat diplomacy, or now in modern parlance called force diplomacy, especially the superpowers who tend to interact into local disputes and get opportunities for intervention in such matters. No presence of any external powers is what we stand for, and that is what our aim should be. But together with this, we should not neglect the littoral states of the Indian Ocean. Four of these littoral states have got a very modern, well developed submarine arm. Seven of them have got the latest guided missiles, and one of them has made a very big base right next to the neighbor in the west into the Indian Ocean, which looks meaningfully. I am saying this because we should not be caught up in the Diego Garcia affairs, but we should view the whole situation with more practicality. The only way to solve this problem in time to come is to build up our own naval power. In respect of that, I feel in the last few years there has been a little trend of rethinking in the building up of our naval power. But even today, with the allotment to the Navy being only about rupees 175 crores, the ratio of the budget of the Navy is still within 10% of the entire defense budget. Modern countries having a navy worth the name are spending at least one third of their defense budget on the navy. Whatever constraints hold us from doing so is best for the minister to look into. But my plea would be that the navy deserves much greater attention than it has so far received. I must compliment the Navy for its fine turnout, as I had the privilege of viewing the Naval Review recently held in Bombay, and it certainly was a stirring sight to see the Navy and all its ships displaying very good morale. The task of the Navy, being a dimensional service, is only to defend the country's long coastline, its trade and sea lanes, but also to patrol and to keep good watch on potential threats. This is essential for our security. Coming to the Air Force, which rates as the fifth or sixth largest in the world, it has had a very high record, and under the new Air Chief of Staff, I am sure it will continue to keep this record up. But there are two main deficiencies which have been felt for long and debated in this House also. One is the deficiency in the strike arm, We do not have a proper plan to do this job. Whatever we have are pretty old. We need new aircraft to replace the outdated aircraft which will be fast, safe, and which have all the machinery of the latest type and a good radius action over 300 plus miles. Modern targets are very difficult to hit as they have new defensive weapons known as precision guided missiles. They give very little time for an aircraft to come in, find the target, release its weapons, and get out. If the job is not done on the first occasion, it will be in trouble. I wish that is lag in our strike arm is remedied as soon as possible. The other deficiency which the Air Force has is in the transport arm. Here again, our old war horses, which carry all the material and troops from one place to the other and in times of need, right up to the forward bases, are pretty obsolete, and I do not think that they can do the job economically which they are meant to do. We are carrying on because we have no other choice. Together with this, the augmentation of the helicopter force is also necessary. The modern world is using helicopter force in anti tank roles, in ground support roles, and in the normal rescue and relief operations for which we use them already. We have to use such air mobile formations based on helicopters, which is very important as demonstrated in the 1975 war. Helicopters, aircrafts, and the strike aircrafts are the three main corners of the Air Force. I shall now come to the Army. Although our Army is rated as the fourth largest and has a very fine high tradition and record, there are few things which need to be taken into account seriously. The new concept of using task forces using armors, guided missiles, and helicopters is an integrated manner is the thing that makes a devastating dent in any attacking force.